Ja-
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy. Better leave these where Mom won't see them. Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads. Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember, this? Gah!
What is it?
It's of the dog we had growing up, Lady. Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid.
My God. And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and
now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
wanna just take a minute and look around and see what's left? I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah, me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Ugh, oh my God.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know. Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's? Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
Grandpa Leo was a...
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
He inspected things for the county.
Oh, great, Mom. Thanks.
Commercial buildings, mostly. When we were driving around town, he'd point out the ones he'd inspected. I remember he was very proud of inspecting the department store. You know, the big one on Old Main Street. Every foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
No! Why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom. Is this...
Some of the last pottery your grandmother made. Yep. After her fine motor skills started to go.
It's still kind of beautiful. I miss her a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Ah putain, le micro était pas ouvert. Je disais donc bonsoir, bonsoir tout le monde. Ah désolé, hein. Le micro était pas ouvert, hein. Ça me prévient pas, bon, on me dit rien. Quoi. Bon, tu veux tes claquettes, Samuel? Non, le micro, il est bien ouvert cette fois. Là, c'est vraiment du lavet.
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The state sale was
Putain, j'ai cru
great.
que c'était mon téléphone.
But
J'ai la même sonnerie.
that's easy for you to say.
Qui m'appelle à cette heure-ci, là?
Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. I. Well, the what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
Tante Auguste a appelé maman. Elle semble chercher un livre qui lui tiendra à cœur. Il est sûrement en haut.
I remember hiding in here with a flashlight to read my books when I was a little kid and we were visiting Grandma.
And a box of crayons, apparently.
We'd come to visit and I'd hunker down in here for hours. Some kind of game in my head, I guess. I'd be hiding in here, and I'd hear Grandma out there in her room, typing away or just reading in bed. I know she knew I was in there, but she'd always pretend not to know. And I'd pretend she had no idea I was hiding. I don't know why. I just liked the feeling of knowing she was out there.
I have only slipped away into the next room. Somewhere very near. Just around the corner.
The poem you read at Grandma's funeral.
N'oubliez pas ce qu'il y a demain, ça, sur la chaîne. Il y a une petite découverte qui dure 1 heure à peu près. Parce que j'ai regardé la durée de la démo.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your
Par contre,
grandmother
les
was a
modos, il faut que
real
ce soit sur la chaîne
inspiration.
pour demain soir.
He left a very
Vu que c'est un
nice
jeu
note.
Peggy 18,
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
on fera la
Sure.
démo d'1 heure et après on partira sur la suite de DS Land juste après. Ah, on va lire. Opa, ma mère a toujours une source d'inspiration, mais seulement pour moi. Mais pour toute une génération d'écrivains et de lecteurs, tu n'imagines pas la tranquillité qu'elle a apportée au fait des années. Écris-la au fait, en disant que j'espère un peu de son talent passera avant moi, bien à toi, Ben Geber.
Well, okay. I guess it's all right that he got it.
Glad you approve.
Oh, mon débilateur. Allez, l'aspirateur de ma grand-mère. Ma grand-mère, elle avait la même. Ça, c'est ma chambre.
Hey, Ma! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
Hop, je suis sûr que c'est apprendre à l'état de maman empire. Je pense beaucoup à un certain temps. Je sais que c'est un sujet délicat, donc c'est la dernière fois qu'on parlerait. Mais j'apprécierais vraiment que tu me fasses participer aux frais médicaux. Je préfère que ce soit en personne. Mais aider, je ne peux libérer du travail assez longtemps pour ça. Je suis désolé, je ne pouvais les faire sûrement en ce moment. Ouais, si tu es un peu stressé, tu peux toujours envoyer Tess en week-end ici. Ça me fait toujours plaisir. Appelle-moi si la situation évolue. Je t'aime, Auguste. Ah, ben.
I am the very model of a modern major general. Ah la 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 da 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 mineral.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Merci. D'accord. Ça a commencé un peu dehors. Ouais, c'est pas trop mal. Hein. Bon, me dis de chercher un livre dans la chambre de grand-mère. Mais où? Je ne le trouve pas. Voilà. Tout ce que je vois là, ça me rappelle ma grand-mère. Ah, c'est dur. Voilà, je vais vous laisser lire. Parce que c'est un peu long là. Ah, je ne trouve pas le bouquin. Attends, je vais fouiller toute la chambre. Ben, sûrement, ouais, mais où? Parce qu'ici, j'ai tout fouillé, il n'y a rien.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but... You go first.
Je sais pas si vous aimez ce type de jeu. De perche avec un crochet. Là, là. Ok. Je crois pas que c'est le type de jeu qui a de vous plaire. Hein.
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book?
Putain, qui a bouffé ces bonbons. Je me rappelle des bonbons comme ça. Ça a arraché la gorge, ça a défoncé le nez. Quoi.
Oh, Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves
Voilà mon
bowling.
petit Dirt.
No, he doesn't.
But he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts?
Allez, je fais un truc que j'arrête. Attends.
He's right, they are hip. Hip and cool, like a guy in a ska band would wear or something.
Je reçois encore un message.
Ska?
It's,
Au moins, il n'y a pas de chrono, ça me laisse le temps de répondre aux messages. Non. Putain, t'as rien écrire correctement, il y a le correcteur qui change ta phrase. Ah, je regarderai ça après. Je regarderai le message de Dirt qu'il a mis tout à l'heure sur le Discord. Alors. Ah!
it's this music that cool kids at school like. It has, like, trumpets and stuff in it. And the guys wear fedoras and sunglasses and dress shoes and stuff. And I think, like, bowling shirts. Like Dad. Ska is cool like Dad.
I see. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, too. And you can wear it when you get married.
I think I'd want something more modern.
But, well, just look. It's still in such good condition. And it'd be handed down from your grandmother to me to you.
Okay, but I'm not gonna wear it just because it would be... upholding some kind of tradition.
Oh, it's not about some stuffy tradition. I would just think you would want to.
But I just said I don't.
You don't know you'll feel that way when the time comes. You might change your mind.
Oh, stop trying to... You don't know what I want better than I do.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you don't know how you'll feel.
I know how I feel. If I wanted to consider wearing it for my theoretical wedding, I'd say I did. But I don't. I'd want my own dress. If I even have a wedding, okay? I know better than you. I mean... But it's a nice dress. It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
Hé, Samuel, regarde ce que j'ai trouvé. Des poupées.
Okay, well, this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point.
Je te les envoie, Samuel. Putain, je pourrais pas monter là-haut avec toute la poussière qui vole. Je vais avoir une crise. Hein. Je trouve pas le bouquin. C'est bizarre. Non, bah, il n'y a rien ici. On a tout fouillé. Hein. Vous êtes tous endormis ou quoi d'un coup? Il n'y avait personne qui parle. De toute façon, on a vu.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Ah, j'arrive bien à jouer des jeux comme ça, je suis plus calme. On va refouiller chaque zone. On l'a vu. On l'a vu. Oh, attends, il y a un truc que j'ai pas vu. Miaou miaou. Une petite statue de chat avec des plantes dessus. Regardez.
We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
Hum, hum. Hum, hum. Là, je ne vois pas du tout où trouver le bouquin. J'ai fouillé partout pourtant. Ah, j'ai fait tout le bas, je retourne en haut. tant qu'il est enfermé dans un... Ouais, y a rien, j'ai tout ouvert, j'ai tout fait. Pas caché derrière le tableau. Et pas dans le carton, ton bouquin, là. Là, j'ai les mêmes radiateurs. Radiateurs qui bouffent du gaz. Non. Une petite photo, tiens. Allez, hop. Hmm. Oh. Oh, c'est beau ça. Là, je suis bloqué, là. Je ne vois pas où il est le bouquin. J'ai fouillé partout. Attends, on va retourner au grenier, voir. T'es sûr qu'il n'est pas au grenier? Hmm. C'est bizarre, ça. J'ai fouillé partout, je ne trouve pas le bouquin. Le Samuel. Ouais, ben. Ah,
What's under
ah, ben
here?
voilà.
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But,
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Bon, oublions les livres de Gus, on a trouvé une valise bizarre dans un compartiment secret pour le grenier. Est-ce que maman l'a caché? Pourquoi? On trouve peut-être des réponses à l'intérieur. Il est où? Je l'ai mis où? Ah, regarde.
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here. Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
Groovy van.
I did love that van. The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
Voilà.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it off. It went on for, well, I mean, it felt like months.
So what happened? Did they get caught?
Now that, I don't remember.
Je vous laisse le temps de lire comme ça.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen... in some kind of secret relationship?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to? Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure. Just be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life.
Oula.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer we visited the cottage.
Was she... okay?
Looks like
On
my
regardera
editor
ça après
didn't think
l'écriture.
she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was.
Eh, je vous ai tous
Married
endormis avec ce jeu.
20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
It got me through.
Là, je laisse 2 minutes pour vous lire.
Homemade marbles?
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me and August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why we painted them.
You were really that bored, huh?
There weren't many TV channels back then.
Tragic. Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now. What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before
Ah, je suis pas
Grandma
encore mort.
died?
Je suis
They
là.
were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume.
Okay, well, now we've got to go check the old place out. To find out who this mystery man was. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
Oh, God. You know,
Alors,
a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
ça me fait penser à Chloé.
All right,
Ça
a
me fait
deal.
penser à Chloé.
let's hit the road and see what we find. I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
Voilà, on a fini le premier chapitre. Nous sommes en route vers la maison des vacances secrètes pour savoir ce qu'il y a un homme mystérieux de mamie Hélène. Qu'est-ce qu'on y trouvera peut-être enfin, on n'y a pas encore arrivé. Ah. Voilà. Alors, non, La liste des courses.
What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your homework?
No. Reading in the car makes me carsick.
Then what are you messing with back there?
I don't know.
So stop it. It's not safe.
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get, but yeah, sure.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15.
Moi, je prends un Scaris,
Your
que
age?
j'allume la musique.
I'm 16.
Ah,
I meant about your age.
ça fait ailleurs.
So, a super long time ago. Wow. No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Ha ha.
What was the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean,
Elle a pas eu
I'm
le
just
temps.
estimating. It's a rough estimate. It's a rough estimate.
I'll say. It was the 60s, I think.
Well,
Summer
ça.
of 68.
Ouais, c'est juste
1968.
surprise. Ouais.
So, like, 30
Un nouveau jeu indé.
years
Ça m'en
ago?
fait un de plus.
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the summer house.
I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same
23
old.
jours à finir.
Every day just
Ouais.
felt like it was hours when we were there.
Et encore, j'ai pas encore tout fait.
Sounds really nice. So why did we never go?
I don't know. It was somewhere I always associated with being a kid. Yeah,
Et
we
encore,
stopped going as a family when I
la,
was
la
your
liste va
age,
rester
and then
rallongée une de
I
plus
went off to
demain soir.
college and then married your father.
Did Dad even know
J'ai dit
about this
maintenant, je
place?
stream que le soir maintenant.
I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your
La
father
journée,
was
je vous laisse
lazy?
travailler, je vous laisse vous reposer. Voilà.
He's a man of leisure.
Is that what that phrase means?
C'est un jeu
What
à
else would it
la
mean?
vie étrange.
He likes relaxing.
He sure does. It's probably why I never mentioned it to him. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades out there in the middle of nowhere, it's gotta be falling apart.
It could still be in good shape. Maybe somebody's been, you know, keeping it up.
You hope squatters have been living in it?
No, like, you know, like shoe elves. I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape,
Va bien.
considering we need a new place to live.
Bon, j'ai pas grand
To
monde, mais
live
c'est
in?
pas grave.
Tess, I'm sorry,
Voilà.
you couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
Well, it's better than not having a home at all, isn't it?
Okay, you know, we're not gonna be homeless.
But we're getting kicked out of Grandma Helen's house. We don't have anywhere else to live.
We'll find a place.
What kind of place?
I don't
Bah,
know
écoute,
yet.
j'adore. Ouais.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No,
Just like when you lived in that van.
we can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company, you know,
I thought you said it was underwater.
well, you know, it's not doing great, but
Mom,
what?
when are you going to give up on the theater?
Give up on it? I'm responsible for keeping it running. For our performers and our audience and all those kids they bring to the theater on field trips.
But
Yeah.
how are we going to have money?
Things will pick up. Ever since 9/11.
Oh my god, Mom. This theory.
Theater going has plummeted.
Yeah, on Broadway. You think people are staying in because they're afraid of terrorism in Greenville?
It's a national trend.
You sound ridiculous.
Well, maybe I am ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe you are.
It was easier when your dad was still around. At least we had more than just my income to work with. And then he goes and runs off.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not.
Ouais, c'est un jeu narratif. Ouais.
He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west for work. What? Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just work. Sure.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side
Moi,
of the
ça me
story, I'm
repousse.
not going to step in and
Ça
take
me
that
traite pas comme ça.
responsibility for him, like
Ça,
I always
ça
did.
permet de faire redescendre ma
Your father
tension.
left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that? We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important. Oh, the radio station went away.
Yeah, we're pretty far out here.
Maybe I'll see if I can find anything else.
Oh, ouais. Mon vieux téléphone.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's all right. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's
Ouais.
not supposed to.
Ouais, au moins, tu peux lire en français en bas. Bah, je teste les jeux avant de les lancer. Ah, allez, on est allé. Je regarde pas les succès, les trucs et tout ça.
Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well,
Il est magnifique.
it
hein.
is.
Il est magnifique le jeu.
And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more.
Attendez, je vais vous dire c'est quoi comme jeu exactement. Attendez, je vais sur Wikipédia et je vous dis ça tout de suite dans quelques secondes. Je vais vous expliquer le type de jeu. Attendez, je vais sur mon téléphone. Alors, tous les infos du jeu ROAD sur PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, du genre aventure narrative développé sur Private Company édité par Annapurna Interactive, qu'on connaît bien. Voilà. Attends, il n'y a pas tout dessus. Attendez, je suis en train de chercher la page, je suis en train de chercher Wikipédia. Attendez, est-ce qu'il n'y a pas de sous? Alors, on y est. Bon, t'as tes conneries, le machin, moi ça. Alors, hmm. Ah, ça, je le savais pas, ça. Vous savez, la nana qui fait Ellie dans The Last of Us, là, la femme avec la guitare, là. Bah, la femme qu'on est en train de parler, là, sa mère, la mère qu'on est en train de parler, c'est la femme qui a fait la femme qui est dedans. Attendez, je suis en train de chercher la page. Parce que je n'explique pas tout, là. Voilà. Un beau jour d'automne, Tess Divine et sa mère Opale découvrent un paquet de vieilles notes et d'autres lettres cachées dans leur grenier. Dans l'ancien secret de famille, des voyages attendent de plusieurs décennies un trésor perdu de côté de la frontière canadienne. Ah, ou c'est au Canada. Ils sont évoqués. Ce qui viennent de découvrir laisse imaginer un mystère. Bon, je ne vais pas lire tout parce que ça train de spoiler le reste. On va découvrir ça. Voilà. Voilà. On va pas tout.
Run down?
Weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Alors la mère qui est là, c'est la femme qui fait Ellie dans The Last of Us. Ce n'est pas exactement ce que j'imaginais que maman m'a parlé d'une maison de vacances, mais elle a du charme. Il y a sûrement beaucoup de trucs sympas de l'adolescence de maman à l'intérieur, avec un peu de chance et des indices sur l'identité de l'homme mystérieux de mamie. Okay. Ah, on est là jusqu'à minuit, on fait 2 heures comme d'habitude. Le jeu, il est beau. Pas tout de suite, on fait le tour pour l'instant. Oh, une niche tout. Un endroit comme ça, je refais à neuf, moi. Oh, la tranquillité, pas de voisins.
What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's try and find some other way in.
Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Oh le bordel. Putain. Qui veut aller changer la chaîne? Qui sert de télécommande, comme disait mon grand-père. La télécommande est appelée pour changer la chaîne. Mon ami Nonos.
Oh, look at this big pink guy.
Kurt won that from me at the fair.
Kurt?
We met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling?
Well,
Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he rode a motorcycle.
Oh my god, a bad boy?
Well, honestly, I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool. On his motorcycle?
He was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well, a little like that.
Oh, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow. Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around for more relevant things.
Ah merde, attends, j'ai oublié de faire quelque chose.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
The cops?
For what?
Stealing? Grandma's heart?
Okay, Jess.
Oh.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there. Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
Bon, on va y aller. Ah, bizarre, je suis derrière la maison, il n'y a rien. Elle a ta barre passée. Hein.
So, this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
So, this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
Wow. Okay, into the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side. Wait, what's this? Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this. Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom? I found something. Look, look!
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat? Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near... trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows it down.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Wow. Bold. Did you find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Wait, are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No. Just, you know, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember... Well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean, I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well, when you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, you know, by that point, it's too late.
Too late? Because you're already married?
Mm-hmm. I know you said that you didn't know if you were going to get married, but if you do, just don't rush into it.
So you wish you'd never married Dad? You wish you hadn't gotten married in the first place, and that I wasn't around. I'm sure it would have made your life a lot easier.
Honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that, and it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it someday.
When's someday?
Not today.
Then when?
Not today. Go mechanics! Oh, man. I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I'm not gonna be a triple legacy. I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine. Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions. Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it, that door's stuck.
I think... Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
Awesome. Where's one of those?
Oh, I had a little toolkit in the glove box of my van.
Nice. It's your groovy van. And it's locked.
Gotta keep all the groovy stuff in there secure.
Please tell me the keys are somewhere. I need to see what a lava lamp looks like after it just sits there mutating for 30 years.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff. They're probably in her room.
Oh, the little criminal! All right, I'm on the case. The groovy stuff is so close, I can taste it. Aha! This must be the key to the van. No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids. Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Right.
Don't get too nosy, all right?
All right. But look at all this stuff. Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh. Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair. Holy shit.
How was the stuff? Groovy as you'd hoped?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into plans, planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, this. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
He seems like an asshole.
Hey, language.
But he was.
All right, you're not wrong. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
So what? You shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away and be okay on your own when they do.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
Well... I've got the screwdriver.
Good. That's good.
Ah, door, we meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
Ah, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Uh, kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked. This gives me an idea. The little key from Grandma's diary?
Right.
What's that?
I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean when he says those are his kids?
I...
Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you in August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario. Do you want to go check it out?
What? No.
No, but...
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop. The house can wait a day. This can't.
The house actually can't wait.
A day? I mean, come on. It can't be that far of a drive. It says it's right across the border. And if we don't do it now, you think we're really ever gonna come back? You could find out who this guy really was. Who your father really was. Who we really are. But not if we just turn around and go home.
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay, should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
All right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh, burger?
Burger it is. Do your homework.